What about Kirk Cousins? Where do you see him landing?
I think there's 4 realistic spots, and I think the 2 teams I think that would be in the driver's seat would be the Vikings and the Jets at this point in time. I don't know that one's a leader. I wouldn't want to say that one's a leader because these things change daily. The Broncos are sniffing around. The Cardinals are sniffing around. And we'll see how that shakes out right now. But to me, those are the teams that are in the market. Those are the teams that have the best chance. And we will see how that one shakes out here going forward as well.
What's the latest on Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers franchise tag?
Yeah, the Steelers are never going to let him get away. So if they don't get a deal done by tomorrow, and it doesn't seem like they will, then they'll put the franchise tag on him. Same with the Dallas Cowboys and DeMarcus Lawrence. There are certain players that just were not going to hit free agency. DeMarcus Lawrence and Le'Veon Bell are 2 of them.
What about, I'm curious, if you were the GM of the Eagles, would you just keep around Nick Foles? Or would you trade him?
Yeah, look, and Susie, I know this is going to generate a lot of conversation and a lot of speculation, but we've got a situation where the Philadelphia Eagles once got back a 1 and a 4 for a quarterback who didn't win a Super Bowl in Sam Bradford.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a quarterback that's coming up for torn ACL and a torn LCL. They don't know whether or not he's going to be ready for the regular season. And they've shown that they are very shrewd when it comes to quarterbacks. So if you're a team that demands a lot, do you think that there's a team that's going to be willing to give up multiple picks, including a first-rounder, for Nick Foles? I don't. So to me, I know we'll keep talking about it, just like we talked about Jimmy Garoppolo in other years, who eventually was traded, actually. But I don't believe that anything's ever going to come of this. I think Nick Foles is going to be with the Philadelphia Eagles next year. They love the guy. They paid for the guy. They actually need the guy because they don't know about Carson Wentz. If you're a team that's going to go get a quarterback, you want to do it now so you can bring him in to learn your offense in the offseason. And in this particular case, the Eagles aren't trading Nick Foles right now, I don't think, unless somebody comes along with a blockbuster offer, which I don't envision happening. So Nick Foles is going to be the quarterback for the Eagles, and if Carson Wentz is ready on opening night next year on that first Thursday in September, Nick Foles will be behind center.
Yeah, Adam, I mean, Rich and I had this argument so many times, and I said to him, how do you trade away the guy that brings you your Super Bowl ring? I mean, it's so hard. I mean, I understand you're building. It's a business, but you also have a guy, like you said, with Carson Wentz, who, like, we have no idea when he's coming back, realistically.
That's why I honestly think any conversation about anybody trading for Nick Foles is honestly just something that's just not in the conversation. It's not something that's real viable in my mind.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.